year cutoff. For example, now tell me data test input ID and B date or J date. For example, you have only date values without century. 15, 10, 85, 25, 8, 26, 17, 05, 25, 11, 01, 23, 10, 5, 00, 29, 12, 56. Hmm. How to read, guys? J date. How to read?
DDMMYY dot.
Yeah, DDMMY dot only. Wonderful. No need to confuse, guys. There is no century, but this is DDMMY format only. In format J underscore date. DDMMY dot. Format. If I use DDMMYY 10 dot, actually there is no century. If I use 10 dot, what is going to happen? I want it along with century. Will it print, guys? What do you think? Hmm? Yes, guys, it is going to print. It is going to print. What do you think? 85,
19 it will give.
26,
19 only.
19 only. And 25,
19.
19. 23? How can you say that?
20. Because by looking at today's time, it is asking about the joining date, no? According to that.
Don't go with the date and what variable it is. Okay, what variable it is. Okay, how
Mhm.
SAS is going to read two-digit year values? On what basis it is going to do? And this one, 00, 1900 or 2000? How can we
2000.
define? Why not 1900? Okay. Yes, I will explain. So for that we have some year cutoff date, guys. There you can see.
1960.
Control F, year cutoff of. There you can see. Let me copy. So 1926 specifies the first year of 100-year span that is used by date informats and functions to read two-digit year values. Two-digit year values 1926 to 100-year span. 1926 is the first year for 100th year. So 1926 to 100th year means what will be the next 100th year? Guys, 1926 to 100th year will be
2026.
2026.
2025. Okay, 2025, not 26. So including 1906, 2025. Here 100 years span. So this is the range it is going to take, guys, to display all these values. Now you can guess where it will be 85 in 20th century or 19th.
So is it
Here
1926 plus 85?
1930, 1940, 1950, 1960, 1970, 80, 90, 2000, 2010, 2020. This is your range. Okay, not only tens, in between also. But this is the range, 1926 to 2025. Now 85 will be 1980 to 1990. Here it is 85 will be there, right? So definitely how it is going to display? 1985. And 26?
19.
1926.
19 only. And 25?
19,
2025.
2025.
yeah, 2025. Right.
And
Right.
00?
2000.
2000.
2000. Yes, guys. There you can see. What happened? Hmm? Why it is displaying? 3 records. ID missing. Data test ID. Informant and format and data lines. Everything is fine. DD, MM, YY. That is also fine. Guys,
He
anyone
is,
guide me where we are?
he
There
is
is
not
no ID.
DD YY 8 dot maybe.
ID numbers are not there. Only dates are there.
Oh,
98
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
showing.
Okay. ID is not there. That's the problem. Nothing else. Thank you. ID only, guys. ID we enter, but ID values are not assigned. Anyways, now J date, fine. Now you can see 1985, 1926, 2025, 2000, and 1956 and 1975. Got it? Anyone tell me I want to display everything in 20th only, or else everything in 19th only. 1985, 1996, 1926, 1925, 1923, 1900, and 1956 and 1975 I want to display. So, what is the starting year you are going to use? Year cutoff year. We can change, guys. Year cutoff, that is default. 1926 is the default. What
1900.
happened?
1900. 1900.
19?
100.
100.
Exactly. Yeah, 1900 if you use. 1900 to, what is the 100 years span it is going to take?
Na-
1900 to
1999.
89.
1999. Exactly. Hmm. Wonderful. So, all these values below 1900 to 1999. So, submit. Now you can see everything comes under 90. So you can change your year cutoff, guys. Initial days in 9.3 version 9.1924, 9.2 version 1922. They are based on the version they are updating year cutoff year, guys. Maybe this is the M7 module 9.4 we are using. Latest version also there M8, but same tools only, but may change 1927 or something. But whatever it is default here, if you want to change any year cutoff here, yes, you can change by using options year cutoff. Okay. Am I clear? Guys, any questions here? Easy, right? Year cutoff option. But remember, this is the way. By default, year cutoff option for SAS 9.4, 1926, 200 years span. Till 2025, it will display 2-digit year values. All these options for output window. Now coming to the options for log window, there is no use actually. See, by default, I will create fresh log window. See, fresh log window, if you want to create here, you can see. Just go to log window and create new. If you run this program, see, log window, it will display blue color and black color text. Black color is source, blue color is nodes. Once enable options, no nodes, no source. Okay, in case if you don't want, for example, if you don't want only, if you don't want source, you want only nodes, options, no source. I don't want my program file. I just want execution details only. Use any other one. Once enable no source means that it will not display any black color text. Now it will display only blue color text. There is no program, only execution details if you want to display. Okay, again I'm creating new window. Options, no notes and no source. No notes. Submit. Nothing will display in log window. But guys, log window is very important, right? Through log window only we can simply understand what's going on. Either any errors or warnings and how many observations it is reading, how many variables it is reading. So what is the use? We have just we discussing. We never use these options, no notes and no source. Both are very important. Okay. These options for log window we have, and one more option for Explorer window, guys. What is the default library? Default library is work library, right? So instead of work library, if you want to set any library, your default library, that is also you can do. For example, first create library, new, browse, desktop, new folder, okay, XYZ, enable it startup, okay. XYZ library got created, right? Now options, user equals to XYZ. Once run options user equals to XYZ. If you create any data set, it is going to store in XYZ only. No need to put XYZ dot class. Submit. Go and set. There you can see class. And submit this test data set. Submit. There you can see. If you create any data set, guys, it is going to store in XYZ only until close your SAS tool. Once close tool and if you reopen, again it is going to set everything default. But until you close the SAS session, your default library is going to be XYZ library. Or because what and all datasets you are going to create that particular day, all are very important. Let's assume. So instead of assigning every time library name and dataset name, library name and dataset name, if you set your own library as a default library, everything it is going to stay your own library, right? Once your work is done, if you want to set again your own default library, work library, yes, that is also easy. Options user equals to work. Now submit. Okay, it is going to store in work library actually. Check log window. Okay, we disable, right? So enable options, source, nodes. Now check log window. Work.class. Now it is going to store in the work library. Clear? Okay, this option is for Explorer window to set your default library, guys. Any library you can set default library, user defined library. And no nodes, no source for log window. And remaining all line size and page size, year cutoff. Out of all these guys, valid var name, line size, page size, and year cutoff guys. Title and footnote also. Sender date number we never use. There is no use actually. Okay. These 5 options and user option. These options mostly we are going to use. Control A, Control C. Yeah. So we are done with your module number 2, guys. All options and all concepts we are done. We completed module number 1 and module number 2. So how many days we discussed module number 2, guys? Module number 2, it's been around 15. Today class 16. 16 means around 20 days, right? Including weekends. 20 days classes we discussed. I think we started first March 1st. Which video it is? Okay, I will check it out. I will change the name. Okay, then. Anyways, we are done with module number 2. I will update module number 2 assignment. Already you have some of the assignments there. You can check topic-wise assignments folder. Okay, input methods and formats, informats, and all these options. You can find some. And anyways, module module number 2 assignment also I will update. Just go through this weekend. And what we discussed in module number 2, everything. Try to get concept of it, all these options and everything. Well, because these and all options we are going to use in coming classes also. Don't confuse. Okay. So next, module number 3, functions, we are going to start this. We'll go a bit advanced. Okay. That's all about today, guys. Thank you. See you, man.